Good evening. So with the first four topics, are you finding some growth or change in your thinking patterns, the way you've started thinking, or have you introduced some new ideas in your thinking patterns that yes, we must think like
Yes,
this?
ma'am. Ma'am, I couldn't understand square and square root properly, ma'am.
Yeah, you will have to go through the YouTube video again and again.
No, ma'am. I have one specific topic which I am not understanding, which is precisely, ma'am, you said that we can find square of any two-digit number, right? I am
Yeah,
not exactly understanding it. So, ma'am,
yeah,
could you demonstrate how you do the 16 square, please?
yeah, we will do it for today.
तर अनम्यूट करायला लागेल ना.
Yeah. So first step will be we will find a square of 6, that is 36. From this 36, we will write the units digit in our final answer 6, and we will carry over the tens digit to the second step. This is a 3-step process. Step 1, square of units digit, answer. From the answer, units digit comes here, and the tens or whatever remains is carried to the second step. Second step is 6 into 1, multiply the two digits. So 6 ones are 6, double it. So we get 12. To this 12, we will add this carried over. So 12 plus 3 is 15. Now from this 15, we will write the units digit in our final answer before 6 and carry the tens digit to the third step. Third step is the square of the first digit, that is 1. 1 square is 1, and we will add this 1 to it to give us 2. So the answer comes 256. Okay, you can listen to the YouTube video, spot that part of the YouTube video where I've explained this, and I've also verbally explained. We have seen the square of 35, 34, and above that I have given this whole process step by step. So read it number of times, and then do your practice. Okay. And you can also listen to the YouTube video again and again. Identify the um, timing where I have talked about this. Okay. Right. So we will begin with our today's session. It is 7 o'clock. We are starting with a new concept today, that is percentage. Now we very often use this, and as school children, you know it so well that we talk about your percentage in the school also. So this is one topic in maths which is used in almost every walk of life. It is a very generalized topic, and the application of this topic is absolutely everywhere. We talk of percentage rainfall, we talk of various weather conditions, we talk of various aspects in statistical analysis on percentage. So this is a widespread topic, but if you see what it is nothing but one more tale of fractions. We saw one tail of fraction was ratio and proportion. We saw ratio proportion as a particular way of expressing fraction. Now percent is nothing but a small section of fractions. We have talked of equivalent fractions, right? And percent is nothing but equivalent fraction of any given fraction such that the denominator becomes 100. Any fraction given to me, for example, this is now 4 upon 25. When I convert this into an equivalent fraction with the denominator 100, if I want to convert 25 to 100, I will have to multiply it by 4. So I will get 100. And if I'm multiplying the denominator by 4 to make it equivalent, I have to multiply the numerator also by 4. So I will get 16. So 4 upon 25 is 16 upon 100. And this is nothing but written as 16 per cent. Per is for every 100. So 4 upon 25, 4 is to 25 is how many is 200? We can look at it as an analogy thing also. Any fraction converted to denominator 100, the numerator is the percent value of that particular fraction. So percent is nothing but fraction with denominator 100 and it is given by this sign. So when I say 16%, it means nothing but 16 per is the line, cent is 100. And this is equal to any equivalent fraction of 16 upon 100. It can be 4 upon 25. It can be 8 upon 50. It can be 12 upon 75. Anything. All these fractions are equivalent. So all these are 16% values. That means if any child scores 4 marks out of 25 marks in his exams, or he scores 8 marks out of 50 marks, or he scores 12 marks out of 75 marks, he has scored 16% marks. That is the generalization when we talk of percent. You have to remember that. Okay. So always remember, per will stand for this line between numerator and denominator, and cent will stand for the 100 in the denominator. Now, when for such values, the denominator is a factor or multiple of 100, converting into percent becomes really easy. If this was like 4 upon 13 is what percent, then we will get some decimal value in the numerator. Because there is no direct multiple of 13 that will give me 100. So in numerator also I will have some fractional or decimal value. We will have a value. But when the denominator is a direct multiple of 100, we get a very straight natural number in the numerator. So conversion becomes very, very simple. But any value can be converted into percent value. There has to be no problem on it. Now, another terminology, how we talk of, find 16% of 5 by 16. Okay. Now, what is 20% of 120? If I take 20%, see what I'm writing when what I'm talking. Per I'm writing cent, I'm writing 100. Of I'm writing multiply of 100. 20% of 100. 100 gaya. Answer is 20. So what is 16% of 5 by 16? This is how I will convert this verbal information into mathematical expression, converting the word problem into numerical. 16% of 5 upon 16. Now, since everything is multiplication division, I can cancel 16 to 16 and 5 1s are 520s. So my answer is 1 upon 20. What does that mean? 16% of 5 by 16 is 1 upon 20. So if I take 16% of 5 upon 16, what is the meaning of this now? Let us go back to our train. 16% of 5 upon 16. 16% का क्या मतलब है? ट्रेन के 100 कंपार्टमेंट्स है और उसमें से मैं 16 कंपार्टमेंट्स ले रही हूँ. I am taking 16 compartments. This is 16%. So if I make 100 compartments of 5 upon 16, I divide 5 upon 16 in 100 compartments. Meaning what? Now see, little understand. First of all, what is 5 upon 16? I am making 16 compartments of my whole. What is the meaning of this fraction? 5 upon 16. I am making 16 compartments of my whole. And I am taking 5 compartments out of it. So this is my 5 upon 16. And I'm making this part into 100 parts. Remember that. See how I'm doing. 5 upon 16 is this much of my whole. Of that, I'm making 100 parts. And of that, I'm taking 16 parts. Understood the meaning? I made 5 parts. I made 16 parts. I took 5 out of them. That is my 5 upon 16. And that 5 upon 16 I made in 100 parts. And out of that, I'm choosing 16 parts. And my answer is coming 1 upon 20. I want you to do this model. Actually draw a strip, make 16 parts. From the 5 parts, you will make 100 parts. Means from each of this part, you will make 20 parts. So this 5 parts I will make into 100 parts. And then I will choose 16 parts out of them and see that length will be 1/20th of the whole. Understood the mission? So if your whole strip is of 20 centimeters, then this, our final answer, the length should come 1 centimeter. Do it as a project. Listen to this part of the YouTube again and do it as a project as your Sunday mission. Okay. So this will be a very different way of understanding percent as an extension of fraction. And percent is nothing but an extension of our concept of equivalent fraction. Now we are going to find two values. 20% of 50. Okay, I'm going to find, see the terminology. 20 per में line आएगा, cent में 100 आएगा, of multiplication 50. This is 20% of 50. I can cancel 50 ones are, 50 twos are, 2 ones are, 2 tens are. So 20% of 50 is 10. And now I'm finding 50% of 20. 50% of 20. 50 ones are, 50 twos are, 2 ones are, 2 tens are. Ta-dang! This is also coming 10. So 20% of 50 and 50% of 20 both are coming equal to 10. I would want to draw a train again. What is the meaning of 20% of something? If I'm drawing one hole and I want 20%, means am I taking 1/5? This will be 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. So 20% is nothing but 1/5, converting percent into fraction. And 1/5 of 50 will be 10. And 50% will be half. If I draw a train, and 50% will be half. Half of 20 will also be 10. So as we convert fractions into percentage, we can also convert percent into fractions and quickly get the answer. 20% of something is nothing but 1/5 of it. 25% of something is nothing but 1/4 of it. So 1/4 of a value, 1/5 of a value, we can compute even orally. So percent values we can even compute orally. Learn to link between percent concept and fraction concept. Now I want you to take several such examples. We have taken one example that 20% of 50 and 50% of 20 both are coming 10. Will it happen every time? Take many such examples and find out. And if it is coming same every time, why it will come every time same? And if it is not coming same every time, why it is not coming same for some cases? Think over it. This is your think tank problem. So keep thinking on it. Okay. Now, as I said, percentage we are using very often for a comparative study of the given information. For example, now see, there are two children, A and B, and A has scored 16 marks out of 20 marks. His paper was of 20 marks and he scored 16 marks. And B has scored 35 marks out of 50 marks. So B may tell A that, see, I scored 35 marks, so I have scored more than you. But is it the fact? Is it the fact? Though 35 is greater than 16, B's paper was out of 50 and A's paper was out of 20. So how do we know actually who has scored more marks, greater marks? Apparently 35 is more than 16, but this is not the same, no? How do we find? We will find the percent value of each of it. It is like converting it into equivalent fraction and comparing. So if B is scoring 16 marks out of 20, that means he is scoring how many marks out of 100? I can very easily convert 20 5s are 100, so 16 5s are 80. So A is, suppose A's paper was out of 100, he would have scored 80 marks. That means his score was 80%. And B is scoring 35 marks out of 50. So if his paper was out of 100, he would have scored 50 to the 100. So 35 to the 70 marks out of 100. So B's paper is, B's score is 70%. So who has now scored more marks? A. Apparently, it may look 35 is more than 16. But when we bring them down to equal denominator, we come to know that A score is higher than B score. So when we take a comparative aspect of the data we have, we will have a data of crops of various states, that in this state this much wheat was grown, in that state that much wheat was grown, which state has grown more wheat. We will have to bring them down to some common denominator and then decide who has. So we find percent values in every walk of life, and that becomes a very, very easy means of comparing the data available with us. So percent will be one topic in maths which is very commonly and very beneficially used in every walk of life. We are going to look at one application of percent because we have a very small timeline over here. So we will learn application of percentage in the concept of profit and loss of a transaction. We can apply percent in simple compound interest. We can apply percent in what we call debate and discount and everything in so many talks. But here we will take a quick overview of a few simple sums of profit and loss as an application of percentage. Okay. We all know these terms, but let us revise them quickly. Cost price, and these are the symbols used for it in profit and loss. What is the cost price of a commodity? The price at which the commodity is bought. Suppose I bring something for 10 rupees. 10 rupees is my cost price. Look at the board screen carefully. Don't write down anything. Carefully listen to what I'm talking. You're going to get all the notes. You're going to get the YouTube video. Okay. So just pay attention to the screen very carefully and listen to what I'm talking. I bring something for 10 rupees. My cost price is 10 rupees. The price at which I sell it, suppose I am a shopkeeper. I got something for 10 rupees and I sold it for 15 rupees. Then my sale price is 15 rupees. And now I have made a profit because I got it for 10, I sold it for 15. That difference in the sale price and cost price is called my profit. So my profit is 5 rupees. And suppose this 10 rupees commodity, for some reason, I had to sell it for 8 rupees. There was some damage, something. No shopkeeper would want to sell it at a price lower than what he's bought it for. But for some reason, he has to sell it at 8 rupees. Then the difference in the cost price and the sale price, when the cost price is more than the sale price, that difference is called as my loss, because I gave 10 rupees for it and I got only 8 rupees against it. So I lost my 2 rupees. Now, how to express this profit and loss in percent? Just like we saw just now, that I got a commodity for 10 and I sold it for 15. Then I got another commodity for 20 and I sold it for 25. Then where have I got more profit? Someone may feel कि इसको 15 में बेचा, इसको 25 में बेचा, तो इधर ज्यादा प्रॉफिट है. लेकिन ये 10 वाली चीज 15 में बेची और ये 20 वाली चीज 25 में बेची. तो I will have to bring it down to percent level. Then how will I find the profit percent? On 10 rupees, I get 5 rupees profit. This is my cost price and this is my profit. On 10 rupees, I have got 5 rupees profit. So if my cost price was 10, my profit is 5. Suppose my cost price was 100, what would be my profit? So this is how I do it. Profit upon cost price into 100. Don't take down anything just now. Just look at the screen and try to understand what I'm saying. Profit upon cost price multiplied by 100, 10 ones are 10, 10 tens are 100. I am getting 50% profit in this transaction. And this commodity I'm buying for 20 and selling for 25. So on 20 rupees, I'm getting 5 rupees profit. Then on 100, profit upon cost price, I'm getting 20, 25 is 100, I'm getting 25% profit. So this transaction is more profitable for me than this transaction. That is how we use percent in finding profit or even loss. If I want to find the loss percent, I will write the loss. What is my loss? 10 rupee की चीज मैंने 8 रुपए में बेची तो मेरा 2 रुपए लॉस है. तो लॉस अपॉन कॉस्ट प्राइस into 100. 10 tens are 100. So I am facing a 20% loss. And here I am getting 50% profit. Now, I would want to relate this also to a train module. Okay, let us draw the profit train and let us draw the loss train. Very important concept I'm giving. Please, please, please understand this. And so many questions on profit and loss will be very easy for you. I am getting 50% profit. That means on 10, if my cost price was 100, my sale price would become 150. See what I'm doing? So 50% profit, I am making two parts of my cost price. 50 and 50. And I am adding one compartment of profit to it. One more 50. So when I am getting 50% profit, I am making the sale price in 3 compartments. Two parts out of it is cost price and one part is the profit for 50%. Understand this very, very important method. 50% means 50 is half of 100. So I will make 2 compartments of my cost price, 1 compartment of profit, and wherever it is a 50% profit transaction. So I'm selling a commodity at 33 rupees with 50% profit. If I'm selling a commodity at 33 rupees with 50% profit, I will divide my sale price in 3 compartments. And 2 compartments will be the cost price and 1 compartment will be the profit. So the cost price of this commodity is 22 rupees and the profit is 11 rupees. Without any calculation, you get answers. We are going to do some more sums like this. And the loss is on 10 rupee cost price, that is, it is 20% loss. So if I am making this whole thing 5 compartments of my cost price, loss is coming inside, then 1 compartment is loss. So if it is 10 rupees, I am making 5 compartments of my cost price of 10 rupees and 2 rupees loss is 20% loss. Please understand, look at this part of the video several times and inculcate this habit of train making. You will be able to skip so many calculations. This is a very important and a very different way of doing profit loss. Now, another very, very important tip we need to do is that profit and loss should always be calculated on the cost price. Many a times the cost is not given, the sale price is given. So if we calculate profit and loss on the sale price, then your answer will be wrong. It has to be calculated on the cost price. If the cost price is not given, we have to assume it to be X or 100. We will see some examples. An article was bought for rupees 100 and sold for rupees 125. So what is the cost price? 100. Cost price is 100. And sale price is 125. The actual profit. What is the actual profit? Sale price minus cost price, that will be 25 rupees. And what is the percent profit on 100 rupees? What is the profit? 25 rupees. So what is the percent profit? it is 25%. How am I doing it? Profit upon cost price into 100. 100 gone, 25% profit. Okay, I'm calculating the profit on the cost price. I'm not calculating 25% of 125. I'm calculating 25% of cost price, not the sale price. Never take sale price in calculation of profit loss. This is a permanent rule. Then next example, you will need to look at these examples very carefully because there can be many tricks in this example, in these examples. We will see a few examples now. Find 6 and 1/4% of 625. Now see, here we are compiling our understanding of mixed fractions, percent, equivalent fractions, everything. So 6 and 1/4 will be 6 4s are 24 plus 1 25. So 25 upon 4 percent of 625. Now, what is the meaning of this 100? This is 100 upon 1. So when I bring this up, this will become 25 upon 4 into 1 upon 100 into 625. This is how I'm going to write this. And when I solve this, I can do 25 4s are 16 and 25 into 25, 625. So I will get the answer as 625 upon 16. And when I convert it to mixed fraction, it comes 39 integer 1 upon 60. So in fraction understanding, this will be the answer. You can, those who understand decimals can take this as 6.25% of 625, and the answer will be same. Those who've learned decimal at schools and they can do it by decimal, 6 and 1/4 is 6.25. So that way around also answer will come the same. See how we are converting the verbal information in mathematical expression. That is very important. If the mathematical expression is given to you, you will be able to solve it. But if it is not given, you will have to convert it into mathematical expression. Okay. Now, we are going to find the percent value 25 paise of 5 rupees. Now, very important over here is I need conversion. I will either need to convert this to rupees or this to paise. I cannot find the percentage of one value in paise and one value in rupees. I'm finding converting these 5 rupees into 500 paise easier way. So 25 paise is what percent? 25 paise is what percent? Sorry, 25 paise. See how I'm writing the equation. Pay attention. 25 paise is equal to what percent of 500 paise. See how I'm converting? 25 paise is what percent of 500 paise? This is multiplication, so I can do 100 ones are 100 fives. So 25 is equal to, now this what I can take as x into 5. So x will be 25 upon 5. That is 5. That means 25 paise is 5% of 5 rupees. So if I make 5 rupees, that is 500 paise into 100 parts. Each part will be of 5 paise, and I will need to take 5 such parts to make 25 paise. So it will be 5% of rupees 5. You can make a model from each of this also. Please do what I'm saying. You may feel it's boring and we've understood, but this kind of concrete understanding of a topic will help you greatly as you go ahead. You have to climb a very tall pillar still. Okay, so make जिस भी बिल्डिंग का बेस पक्का है ना, वो बिल्डिंग ऊंची जाती है और ज्यादा टिकती है. तो यू आर बिल्डिंग योर बेस. So don't be lazy or don't feel इसमें क्या करना है. Do it. Do models. You will enjoy also and you will consolidate your understanding. Then the question is asked to you from any angle. You will be able to solve it. The question, you never get it in one angle. Sometimes it will be asked from this side, sometimes from that side, sometimes from back side. So you should learn to go around the question. जैसे मंदिर की परिक्रमा करते हैं ना, वैसे क्वेश्चन की परिक्रमा करनी. See the question from all the sides and then it is asked from any sides, you are able to understand. Now one more way of doing this question I'm going to tell you. Look very carefully what I'm saying. 25 paise is how much of 500 paise? What is 500 paise? 100 into 5. So 25 upon 5 paise will be, someone is asking remote control. 25 upon 5 of 100 into 5. I'm dividing this by 5, which is equivalent to multiplying this by 5. This is a very abstract idea, but whatever 1%, 2% children can get this. 5 5s are 25. So if I'm multiplying this by 5, I will need to divide because I'm finding the percent value, no? So from 100 to 500, I have to multiply by 5. So to equate, I will have to divide this by 5. A very vague way of understanding, but if you can understand, I will quickly get that this is going to be 5%. इसको जिससे मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ा उसी से मेरे को इससे डिवाइड करूंगी तो आई विल गेट द परसेंट. Okay, let us go to the second question. 45 paise of rupees 9, similar. Now rupees 9 is 900 paise. So 45 is what percent of 900? 100 ones are 100 nines. 9x is 45. X will be again 5. Do it by the same method. To go from 100 to 900, I had to multiply it by 9. I divided 45 by 9 and I got the answer. So I'm making this 9 times. I will have to bring it down to 9 times to get my answer. This is a very abstract understanding, but if you set some such thought processes, your journey will be so much more interesting, fast and confident. And that is very much needed. 3rd question. 350 grams of 7 kg. Now I will again need conversion. 7 kg is 7,000 grams. Okay. So 350 grams is what percent of 7,000? 70x will be 350. X will be again 350 upon 70. That is 5. Okay. Once again, to go from 100 to 7,000, I had to multiply it by 70. I divided 350 by 70 and I got the answer. And the last one of this type, of course, you're going to see some more. 450 grams of 18 kg, same time. Okay. 450 is equal to X percent of 1800. Now, can I do it without actual calculation? To go from 100 to 1800, I had to multiply by 18. If I divide 450 by 18, what will I get? That will be my answer. That comes to 2.5, or 2.5, or 5/2, anything. Okay, so this was converting a given value in percent value. So if I've got an 18 kg whatever container with some grain in it, and I'm taking 450 grams of that, what percent I'm taking? I'm taking only 2.5%. So if my container was of 100 kg, then I would have taken only 2.5 kg out of that. Again, I'm getting someone's request for remote control. This is becoming a big nuisance for me. Whoever is doing this, please take care that this doesn't happen. I don't want this kind of nuisance in the sessions. I don't like to remove children out of the group, but don't make me do it. I had to remove one child that day. I don't like it that way. If it is happening by mistake, please take care that you don't press such button by mistake. And if you're doing it purposely as prank, I just condemn your nuisance value. If you're not interested, you can leave. Don't create a nuisance. Now, 2/5 is what percent? 2/5, simply converting number in verbal information into equation. 2/5 is what percent? This what I can call X. So 2/5, to convert it into base 100, I need to multiply it by 20. So I multiply 2 also by 20 and I get 40 as my answer. That is 40%. Now understand this. If I'm making 5 parts of my whole and I'm taking 2 parts, is this 40%? If this was whole as 100, then each part would be 20 and 2 parts will be 40. We have done this kind of questions in our fraction understanding also. Now we are looking at the same information from backside. Say for example, हाथी की story है ना, एक पूंछ देखता है, एक पीठ देखता है, एक सूंड देखता है. So now we are looking at the hathi from backside. We saw it from the front side. Now we are looking at it from the back side. It's the same thing written in a twisted way. So 2/5 is 2 parts out of 5. If my whole was 100, 2/5 would be 40. that is 40%, equivalent fraction of 2/5. So please play with all this. Time and again I'm using these words because that is how you will grow your interest in maths and you will be able to do so much more that is needed. Here we are doing one question in 1 minute, half minute, 30 seconds. If you rise up to Olympiad levels, then final international Olympiads, one question is for 1.5 hours. You need such a lot of deep thinking on it. Now look at this question. An article was sold at 120 rupees. So the sale price of the article is 120 rupees. Article was sold at 120 rupees after getting 25% profit on it. Find the cost price. Now, if I'm going to subtract 25 from 120, I will get 95, which is wrong. 95 as the cost price is wrong. I am not going to take percent of sale price, or if I find 25% of 120 and subtract it from 120. What is 25% of 120? That is 1/5 of 120. 1/4 of 120. That will be 30. Just now I talked 25% is 1/4. 1/4 of 120 is 30. If I subtract 25% of 120, please understand that children do. They will find 25% of the sale price. If I do 25% of 120, if I subtract it from 120, I will get 90 as the cost price, which is wrong. Because if I take 90 as my cost price and I take 25% profit on it, what will be my sale price? What will be 25% of 90? 1/4 of 90 will be 22.5. How did I find it? Fast. Find out. 90 ka half 45. 45 ka half 22.5. So 22.5 will be the profit. If I add that to 90, I will not get the sale price. It is not coming to 120. Please understand. Look, you will need to see this YouTube video so many times. This is the commonest mistake. So we are never calculating the profit and loss on the sale price. We will calculate it on the cost price. Cost price is not given. Sale price is given. We have two ways of doing it. We will either consider the cost price. सुबोध भावे, प्रशांत, सुबोध भावेला काढ रे मीटिंग रूम मधनं. Now cost price, I don't know the cost price, so I may take the cost price as 100, or I may take the cost price as X. We can do it in two ways. If my cost price is 100 and my profit is 25%, then my sale price will become 125. if my profit is 25%, then my sale price will become 25x upon 100. Okay, 125x upon 100. This becomes my sale price. Now, but what is my sale price? 120. So how I do it? If my sale price is 125, with 25%, my cost price is 100. So if my sale price is 120, what should be my cost price? Understand how I'm doing this. If my cost price was 100, my sale price would be 125. So if my sale price is 120, what would be my cost price? I will do it as 100 into 120 upon 125. So 25 fours are 100, 25 fives are 125, 5 ones are 5 24s are, and 24 fours are 96. The cost price is 96 rupees. This is the correct answer. And if I calculate 25% of 96 and add it to the cost price, I will get the sale price as 120. How I will do it? By 125x upon 100. My cost price will be, this is my sale price, 125x upon 100 is my sale price, which is 120. How do I find the value of x? I will land on the same equation, 120 into 100 upon 125, it will be 96. Okay, so if the cost price is not given, I can take it as 100, I can take it as x, but never calculate on the sale price, your answer will come wrong. There is a third method by which I can do it. How I can do it? My sale price 120 is 125% of my cost price. My sale price is 125% of my cost price. How I'm doing this? If I draw a train, 25% means 1/4. So I will make 4 parts of cost price. I will make 4 parts of my cost price, 25%. म्हणून मी 4 part केले. That is why I made 4 parts. And I will attach one more compartment of 25 of profit. This is my profit compartment and this is my cost price for compartment. This is the meaning of 125% sale price, 25% profit. And this is equal to 120. So what am I making? I will need to make 5 compartments of 120. If I make 5 compartments of 120, what will each compartment come? 24. 24 5s are 120. So out of 5 compartments, 4 compartments will be the cost price and 1 compartment will be the profit. Cost price is 96, profit is 24, sale price is 120. So if you learn this type of a method, my sale price is 125% of my cost price. So in one moment, I will get cost price as 120 to 100 upon 125. Or I draw a 5 compartment train. Because 25%, I will need a 5 compartment train of my sale price. Out of that, 4 compartments will be cost price and 1 compartment will be profit. Learn this method and you will tremendously enjoy. Of course, this method is very friendly for those profit percentages or loss percentages which are direct multiples of 100. Otherwise, it doesn't become that friendly. But for all percentages, 5, 10, 20, 25, 50, 8, 12.5, this becomes a very handy method. All calculation is skipped. Next question. A bought an article for rupees 10. He sold it to B with 10% profit. Now 10% का मतलब क्या हो गया? 1/10, no? What is 1/10 of 10? 1 rupee. So he took profit of 1 rupee on it. That became his sale price. Sale price of A. He sold it to B. So what is B's cost price? 11 rupees. B bought it from A for rupees 11. So this is B's cost price. B again sold it to C with 10% profit. Now 10% of 11. 11 का 1/10 क्या हो गया? 1.1 rupees. Meaning what? 1 rupee 10 paise. So B sold it for 1 rupee 10 paise to C with a profit of 1 rupee 10 paise. So he sold it at 11 plus 1 rupee 10 paise. So C got it for 12 rupee 10 paise. Understand? This is a 3-step problem. A's sale price is B's cost price and B's sale price is C's cost price. This is a recurring problem and we have great formulae for doing this, but we will not be able to do it in our scope of this module. But at every step, I'm finding 10% profit and adding it to the cost price of that person and making his sale price. A's cost price was 10 rupee. He got 10% profit, means 1 rupee profit. He added that profit and so sale price of A was 11. That was B's cost price. He got 1 rupee 10 paise profit with 10%. He added that and he got it as 12 rupee 10 paise. And so C has bought it for 12 rupee 10 paise. So this is what we do for step up questions. Every step we have to compute the questions. And then the last problem for today. If selling price is twice the loss, if selling price is twice the loss, find the loss percent. Okay. So what do we know about the selling price and loss? Selling price minus loss is cost price. No, selling price, sell price plus loss is cost price. When it is a loss transaction, the sale price is less than the cost price. That means suppose I'm buying an article for 10 rupees and I am selling it for 8 rupees. That means I'm getting 2 rupees loss. So cost price minus sale price is loss, or sale price plus loss is cost price. Okay. Now what are they saying? Sale price is twice the loss. So if I take loss as X rupees, sale price will be 2X. So the cost price is 3X. See, I will For loss, our loss compartment is inside the sale price. This is my loss and this is my sale price. And this is my cost price. So my sale price is twice the loss. I have made 3 compartments of the cost price. And so this compartment is what percent of cost price? Is it 1/3 of the cost price? 1/3 of the cost price is 100 upon 3, that is 33%. So if you master this train concept, your answers will come very fast. Otherwise, cost price is 3x, loss is x. We want to find the loss percent. So what is percent loss by formula? It is the loss upon cost price multiplied by 100. So it will be 1 upon, x upon 3x multiplied by 100. X will go, it will be 1/3 of 100, that is 33.33 and 1/3. I'm sorry. It should be 100 upon 3 is 33 and 1/3. So this will come to 33 and 1/3. Those who have decimal understanding, this will be 33.33 recurring, 33.33%, 1/3 of 100. Okay, we don't know the cost price, but we know the loss, we know the sale price. Using that, we found the cost price and then we found the loss on the cost price, not on the sale price. If we count it on the sale price, answer will come wrong. Third way of doing is, you can consider the loss as 100 rupees. If you take the loss as 100 rupees, then the sale price will come 200 and the cost price will come 300. Answer will be same. Loss percent will be 100 upon 300 into 100. Answer will be same. So you can, whichever way is good for you, taking it as 100, taking it as X, or train method. If you can actually understand the train method, it will be a very, very friendly way of doing most of these problems. You will be able to skip so much calculation. You have to take care that you compute your profit and loss always on the cost price, never on the sale price. Okay, we stop for today. I will send the practice sums to you and we'll meet on Tuesday now. So you have 2 whole days. Please make the modules that I've asked you to make. Make strips and make those fractions, convert fractions to percent, convert percent to fractions. Have fun and that will really enrich you. You know, it will fit in your mind like anything and you will thoroughly enjoy. Okay, right. We stop for today. Bye-bye.
Thank you. 33.33 irrational number.
Bye.